Here we go. 16 laps, and we are underway down to turn number 1. Mossman with a decent jump to the inside as everybody else fans out through turns 1 and 2. Can they make it through 3 and 4? A couple a little bit wide, one driver way off. It's one of the Trappas maybe on the AM Racing Team entry. Is that Camilo maybe on the outside of turn number 5?
It certainly was one of the Trappa cousins from Argentina. A good clean start. Fast Frankie Mossman keeps telling me he tries to retire from karting and focus on cars, but the fact that in 2020, the COVID hit year, he finally got his ticket to the Grand Finals, and the Grand Finals were cancelled, and he desperately wants to come back. He says the thought of representing Team USA is what keeps him coming back to karting, but he's got Harley Keeble right behind him as we complete lap 1 of 16.
Single file for your top 10. And now it's going to be double. Harley Keeble to the lead in turn 10.
With a couple of wild cards, Emma Scarborough, this could be the weekend that she announced herself on the international karting scene.
What a move there from Mossman to get on Ramos, and then so did Ingrata, losing the spot to Austin Garrison. The Sodi might be able to run away with one here if they aren't careful. But yeah, what a great day for Emma Scarborough at the moment. 6th here, and with a little gap back to Nolan Bauer as Mossman and Ramos side by side again. Garrison getting through on Ramos. So Austin Garrison now 3rd. Ramos is going to lose 4th as well as Aiden Ingrata goes by. So now it's the Red Speed SCR boys 2nd and 3rd. Ingrata signaling to Ramos to go forward, but Diego's like, man, I can't keep going backwards. I got to start making some moves myself. Give the nod to Harley. Austin Garrison was a 10th better than both of them, though, in 3rd, so he is at least closing a little bit towards the race lead. It's 1 second almost already for Keeble as there's a move. Scarborough into the top 5. She gets around Aiden Ingrata. Emma Scarborough moving up here. What a performance today it has been in one of her first national level senior weekends. For someone else to get up into the mix and potentially assert themselves as a Rotax Grand Finals ticket recipient come tomorrow afternoon. There's a nice move by Ryan Maxwell as Aiden Ingrata and Maxwell get together, and Ingrata's gone backwards quickly. He was right there in 6th, and now he's way back in the middle of a fight with Timothy Pernod and Dudu Barrichello.
Yeah, last week in round number 1, Keeble finished 8th in the final. Mossman 7th. Garrison was 5th. Obviously Ramos was your winner. Emma Scarborough, she finished 14th. If there's one driver that wants to win more, I think it could be Fast Frankie Mossman, and Mossman has now caught Keeble as they go into turn 5 and 6 on lap number 12. This is going to be Sodi Kart versus Speed Concepts Racing for the main prize.
Mossman knows that he's got the race in his hand, and he is looking again for that first senior pro national level victory here in the States. He's right on the bumper. Down the front stretch, here comes Frankie Mossman, new leader in turn 1, and he takes over the point here now with 4 laps to go. Keeble slots right into 2nd. Garrison right there in 3rd, lurking on. And again, like you said, Ramos and Scarborough not far away.
There's a real heavyweight slugfest going on at the front of the field. I'm not quite sure that Fast Frankie Mossman signaled to Harley Keeble and say, come on, push, will work, and it doesn't. Keeble back in front.
Harley Keeble, the leader now to the S's, coming to 3 to go. He knows that at this point, it's just get out in front and park it on the inside lane. Does he start to low line down the front stretch? He does. Mossman's already trying to find a hole into the turn 1 complex. Everybody backed up. Here comes Diego Ramos and Emma Scarborough into the frame as Garrison trying to cover back low from Ramos. Mossman, everybody right behind Keeble coming out of turn number 5.
Ring the dinner bell. It's game on. 5 for the win. Keeble, Mossman. Mossman looked inside. Keeble defending into 7. Garrison, Ramos and Scarborough up the scrapyard straight and hold fire because in 6th position, Nolan Bowers joined the party. Scarborough to the inside of Ramos for P4 as Keeble defends into turn 10.
Look at Austin Garrison with an over-under to the lead. Austin Garrison followed the Young Bucks down to the inside, then opened up last second. And now Garrison's lead, a car length and a half. He can take a wider arc. 2 laps to go here at the line. Keeble looks back to Frankie Mossman, says, please work with me here. I know we haven't worked together, but I want the win just as bad as you do, and it's driving away in front of us. Mossman behind. He's not going to wait. He goes through. Austin Garrison's lead now. 5 car lengths back to Mossman, and Scarborough for the podium. Gets through in turn 6. The young lady up to 3rd.
And Emma Scarborough just passed former European junior karting contender, factory Sodi and Tony Kart driver Harley Keeble. Keeble comes back at Scarborough, and Ramos trying to follow through as well. Scarborough holds on to 4th, but it's Garrison. Davie, Florida's Austin Garrison will lead Newport Beach, California's Frankie Mossman on to the final lap. Keeble, Scarborough, and Ramos will dispute the final podium position.
One more lap around here. Frankie Mossman giving it everything he's got right now. It is almost a bit of a deja vu for Frankie, staring down another podium finish on a day where he had the pace to win and he led some laps. Granted, it'd be a better result than crashing and hanging on to a top 10 like he did last Sunday. Keeble still 3rd right now over Scarborough, Ramos, and Bauer. But down the backstretch, Mossman, he's not going to be close enough. Austin Garrison, last year in his most active schedule to date as Bauer goes by Ramos, had picked up 2 Pro National wins. This year, just at the end of January and into February, out of turn 13, Austin Garrison adds another tick to the win column. It's a Speed Concepts 1-2 in Orlando, and you can see the celebrations from the 2 drivers out front.